Hello and welcome back to the next video. In today's episode, we have a lot of interesting tasks ahead of us, but first, let's do a quick recap. As you know, last time we had a housing shortage, so in response, we began building a new residential area in the main city. At the same time, work continued in the steel complex area, where a new kindergarten and a community center were built. Our first task today will be to address the low level of public loyalty. As you can see, monuments alone are not enough, so it's time to leverage our technological advancements and take things to the next level. More specifically, I think it's time for our first television station. This is a pretty big project in every respect, from the materials needed for construction to the staff that will be required to operate it later on. But as I said, this is the next step in the development of our republic, and I believe it will have a very positive impact in the long run. My expectation is that in the coming years, people's loyalty will gradually increase, and along with it, their happiness and productivity. I'd be interested to hear if you think it's too early for that. Share your thoughts in the comments. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next ones. Plus, you can support the channel by becoming a member. Back at the site, you've probably noticed how well suited this location is for this type of building. On one side are residential buildings, which is good because there won't be a need for transportation. On the other side is the industrial zone, where pollution prevents people from living nearby, so the radio station acts as a buffer. Also, on the other two sides, we're limited by a road and power lines, but luckily the building's footprint fits perfectly into the space. I'm very pleased when things line up so well, I'd even say naturally. Another small project I've been considering for a long time is the construction of a terminal for city buses. This will help increase the average speed of buses, and I expect that capacity will increase accordingly. The end station performs excellently on Line 2 to the industrial zone and in the new town of Metallurg, so I expect positive results here as well. Small change of plan. I decided to move the end station a little further back to cover the stop in front of the radio station. If you have any interesting ideas about what you'd like me to build, please share them in the comments. I'd love to see them. Construction has progressed significantly, and it's time to redirect some of our resources toward ensuring that the radio station has enough workers. This, of course, can be achieved by building more housing. Fortunately, there's a perfect spot where we can build a few more apartment blocks. One drawback of these modular buildings is that the 45-degree modules don't allow you to place a building right next to them. The trick here is to place the other building first, and then the 45-degree one, as you can see in the video. Still, it's worth messing around with because you can create a wide variety of designs. Well, to be honest, I'm surprised at how quickly the radio station was built. Since we still don't have electricity, we're just one step away from getting it up and running. You can guess that our priority will be boosting loyalty. The most creative part of city building is the decoration. At the same time, this is also an important step, at least in my opinion, because, after all, you should enjoy looking at what you've created. Another project has unexpectedly come up. I've discovered that the current prison is overcrowded and poses a risk of rising crime rates. Therefore, we urgently need to build a second prison to accommodate the growing number of inmates. Construction of the substation next to the radio station has been completed. The cables have been laid, so the building is now ready for operation. I will gradually adjust the focus of influence, with the priority being to increase loyalty. Another unexpected problem has arisen, this time related to waste. It appears that the processing capacity in the main city is insufficient to handle the large volumes coming from the steel industry. This means it is time for an incinerator dedicated solely to waste from the complex. Until now, this hasn't been a problem, but since the population has grown significantly in recent times, this has led to increased production and, consequently, more waste. On the one hand, this is a good sign because it means that production is on the rise. Our final task for today is to buy machinery for the 2 new farms so they can start tilling the land in the spring. Since we're no longer in early game, we can afford to buy the most efficient equipment without worrying about the cost. With that, I'll say goodbye and see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.